Zimbabwe is on the edge. War veteran Blessed Geza has dropped a bombshell, declaring that Mnangagwa must go. He claims the country is now a mafia state run by President Emmerson Mnangagwa and his inner circle, who he calls Zwigananda, looters and traitors to the nation. According to Gaza, billions of US dollars are being siphoned from the national treasury with help from top officials in both government and security forces. Among the most shocking revelations are the secret plans to amend the constitution to extend Mnangagwa's rule until 2030. This is a coup in the making. He points fingers at Minister of Justice Ziyambe, Speaker of Parliament Jacob Mudenda, and Legal Secretary Virginia Mabiza as key masterminds of this plot. The proposed amendment would not only extend the presidential term, but also increase Parliament's term from 5 to 7 years and repeal Section 328 of the Constitution, which currently blocks changes that benefit a sitting president unless approved through a public referendum. A referendum is a national vote that allows citizens to accept or reject major constitutional changes. In this case, it's mandatory. Skipping it isn't just illegal, it's a direct attack on democracy. But the regime, emboldened by its two-thirds majority in parliament, plans to bulldoze the amendments through without consulting the people. Geza says a cabinet submission is coming next week and sham public consultations will follow. Geza didn't stop there. He exposed massive corruption scandals draining the nation. Command Agriculture saw $3 billion vanish. The GDI-ZDF scandal involved hundreds of millions. Kuvimba Mining House lost $1.9 billion, and the Chivayo OPC energy deal saw $548 million disappear. He claims more theft is hidden by state secrecy. Geza is naming names and calling for immediate arrests. Businessmen and officials he labeled as part of a criminal cartel. Among them are Kudakwashe Tagwirei, Wicknell Chivayo, Scott Sakupwanya, John Manguja, Mutuli Ngube, George Kuvamatanga, Martin Rushwaya, Ziyambe, Jacob Mafume, Daniel Garwe, Simbarashe Chinyemba, and others. According to him, these aren't public servants, they are cartel bosses. In response, Geza calls for nationwide resistance. The national shutdown, he says, must continue until Mnangagwa steps down. He encourages citizen arrests of these Ugandandas and claims there are progressive elements within the security forces who are now strategically deploying to back the people. He also urges businesses, especially wholesalers and food suppliers, to support citizens during the stay away by helping with food distribution, promising they will be compensated by the incoming government. Do not be intimidated, he says. The end is near. The people shall govern. But is it even possible to get businesses to distribute food during such a tense shutdown? Economically, it's difficult. Most small and medium businesses are already struggling. They depend on daily income just to survive. Giving away food without immediate pay could ruin them. Without financial or logistical support, many simply won't participate. However, large wholesalers or chain stores with deeper pockets might join in if they see long-term gains like public goodwill, political favor under the next administration, or a stronger market position in a new economy. Logistically, food distribution during a stay away is a huge task. You need transport, storage, security, and trained people. Movement might be restricted. There is the real danger of looting and chaos. But if communities organize well, with churches, youth volunteers, and trusted local leaders, safe pop-up centers can be set up to fairly and peacefully hand out food. Politically, it's risky. Businesses that help the people might be targeted by the current regime. The authorities could see it as sabotage. Many business owners are afraid of retaliation, but if the public backs the shutdown in large numbers, It could give these businesses the courage and moral cover they need to step in. The shutdown movement needs to show strength, structure, and offer real protection strategies for those we help. Socially, the food distribution has to be fair. If some areas get more than others, it could spark fights or resentment. But if it's clearly for the people, led by the people, and done in the open, communities will support and defend the effort. Overall, it's not easy, it's risky, but it's possible. If this movement wants to succeed, it needs strong leadership, careful planning, public unity, and real incentives for the businesses it hopes will step up. Only then can the shutdown not just freeze a corrupt regime, but feed the people and empower the future.